A lot of people have been wondering, the Tesla Model 3, it's still a relatively new car. It only came out in 2018. But really, how far can they go? I mean, how long will your battery in your Tesla Model 3 actually last? Well, you know what? This is a tough question because there are different battery packs, different battery chemistries, depending on which Model 3 you buy. But here is kind of a good idea of how much range and battery degradation you'll get on the average Tesla Model 3. Well, if you drive it for the next 50 years. Not really, but I mean, some of these people drive so much that you would have to drive for many years to hit the highest mileage Tesla Model 3. Personally, I think I'd have to drive for about 20 years to get this kind of mileage that this owner has done in 4.5 years. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. A lot of people think that, EVs need to have their battery packs replaced, but there's actually quite a few EVs that have done more than 600,000 kilometers or, well over 350, 400,000 miles. And they have still been using the same battery pack. But the thing is, guys, now most people are buying a Tesla with a different battery chemistry. Most people worldwide now are actually buying Tesla Model 3s or Model Ys with the standard range battery pack. They represent more than 50% of Teslas sold worldwide, and they have a different battery chemistry. They use CATL or BYD, lithium iron phosphate cells. So the chemistry is different. But from what I've seen on forums in China, people are doing up to 1 million kilometers on those battery packs. We don't know much beyond there because that's about what you get before you just throw the car out and you use the battery pack for something else. Recycle it or use it for energy storage. But these are the 10 longest range vehicles, Model 3s in the world currently. Now, this list is probably not absolutely 100% correct. If you know someone or you personally have driven further than this in your Model 3, let us know in the comments. Number 1 in the world right now, and this is probably a definite, is a Model 3 that was purchased in late 2018, dual motor long range version. Of course, that is the Panasonic Tesla battery chemistry, 2170 cells in that battery pack, not LFP, nickel, cobalt. It's a traditional lithium battery, not LFP. It has done 391,000 miles. Now, this is an image that was from the owner about a month ago. They've now hit probably about 392,000 miles. So this is the longest driven, highest mileage Model 3 in the world. Congratulations to this guy. I'm not going to say his name. He did post this on Facebook, so you can find out his name if you really look hard. But anyhow, interesting here. We don't know how much battery degradation this guy has, but he is driving the original battery pack. 392,000 miles, probably more by the time you're watching this video, on the original battery. That's damn cool, right? Anyway, here are the 10 next. 281,000 for the Model 3 long range dual motor. Model 3 Performance, 225,000. This is miles, by the way, guys, not kilometers. Model 3 Long Range, 218,000. Model 3 Long Range Dual Motor, 203,000. By the way, guys, these are all miles in this list here. You can see, and they're all the Model 3 Long Range, every single one. But there is one Model 3 Performance in this whole list, this whole top 20. There's not a single Model 3 Performance except this one dude who's a bit of a legend, Lee Paul, I think his name is Lee Paul won. 225,000 miles to Lee Paul. Now, Lee Paul, if you're watching, let us know what you're up to now. But like I said, the absolute king is this dude who's done 392,000 miles. Yeah, like I said, he's probably hit 400,000 by the time you watch this video. What a legend, mate. If you're watching, let us know in the comment section how many miles you're up to today. Now, speaking of kilometer cars, now these are all miles, so these are all customer cars from, I believe, Canada and the United States. But when it comes to kilometers, there is someone who's done 356,000 kilometers on their Model 3. Another guy's done 313,000 on his Model 3. There's a few that are in the 300,000s, around that range. People will hit 400 pretty soon. Now, by the way, all of these vehicles, as far as I know, except 2, are on their original battery pack. So I looked up as much information as I could find, and it appears that most people here are on the original battery pack. I'd be surprised if they weren't from all the information that I've read online. However, battery degradation. Now, the guy here who is in second place, who has done 281,000 miles, he was asked what his battery degradation is. How much battery pack does he have left? Now, his response to me shocked me. He said his battery degradation is only 8%. He has 92% of the original capacity left in the battery. 92% after 281,000 miles. So that gives you a pretty good idea, guys, that the Model 3 battery packs are damn good. But I don't think these batteries are as good as the new ones. I think the new lithium iron phosphate battery cells will last longer. So your standard range Model 3, your standard range Model Y. By the way, in the US now, you can get the LFP battery pack from CATL. Well, obviously Tesla repackaged that pack and, you know, they put in their own special, basically software to that vehicle, and obviously their own battery management procedures. And obviously it's that pack is part of an entire process of Tesla's production. It's not just cells in isolation. But lithium iron phosphate batteries, as far as I can tell, will last longer in general than ternary batteries. All these Model 3s in this list are using lithium ternary batteries. So I think this newer generation of cheaper lithium iron phosphate standard range Model 3s will actually last longer than these in this list. Let's see. We'll come back to this in a few years. Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.